I'm making this video today to try and ask you not to buy or even play Overwatch 2. This game is extremely weird, and honestly, it seems a bit like a scam, and I want to try and explain why. What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here. Hi, hope you're having a great day. If you could like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, you guys may have noticed the fact that typically I very much enjoy reviewing games. I'm constantly trying to beat stuff, and I was a very big fan of the original Overwatch. In fact, when I first played it, in my original review, I gave it a 10 out of 10. That is legitimately how much I enjoyed it. The balancing, the builds, the whole idea of these different heroes completing objectives on tiny maps. I thought that Overwatch was a very, very smart idea. A hero shooter, one of the first hero shooters that I ever experienced. And now here we are a couple years later, and pretty much all of the talk, all the conversation, everything about Overwatch 2 seems like a complete ripoff. You're probably seeing tweets like this. Overwatch 1 is being killed. They've decided to shut down the servers, even though Overwatch 2 is pretty much just an update patch. The changes between Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2 are incredibly minimal. In fact, I decided to look up an official list of everything that's been changed, and it's pretty much just like, hey, now there's only going to be one tank per team instead of two tanks. Now there's going to be a couple of new maps. That's pretty cool. So 3 or 4 new maps, some new heroes. That's pretty nice. New push mode. Cool. So it's basically a balancing patch. I mean, look at this. The updates are so tiny, they're having to brag about the fact that they finally fixed the scoreboard and you can now ping an enemy's location. These are actually the features that are apparently worth paying a full price expansion for, right? I mean, this feels like DLC at the very most, but the pricing is part of what feels like it's getting so much backlash. So many of these people talking about the fact that you have to redo your progress in Overwatch 2, and you also have to pay for the story mode. So the way this works is that whenever you install Overwatch 2, it's going to be free to play. It comes out on October 4th, so it's actually coming out here in a couple days, and yet nobody seems excited about it. Well, when you get the game, you're going to download it. You can log in completely for free, but then you have to play about 20 hours of matches to actually unlock the original characters. Overwatch 2's first time player experience will let you unlock everybody from the original game after you've won 50 matches. Now, a lot of the matches, because there is 32 different heroes, most of the matches are 10 to 15 minutes, which means that even if you have a pretty good win rate and you're actually experienced at the game, which won't be these newcomers, I mean, honestly, there is quite a bit of a learning curve, it's going to take you about 20 hours to unlock even basic heroes like Tracer or Winston. Like typical people that you started with in the original game are going to take you days. Like imagine even if you were the type of person like a typical hardcore gamer that plays games 4 or 5 hours every single day, which is, I mean, honestly, that's a pretty heavy amount. That means that it would take you like half of a week to even unlock the basic roster. And that doesn't even account for the fact that basically what they're trying to get you to do is you were supposed to buy the original Overwatch. If you already bought Overwatch 1, they're going to unlock these characters, but they removed them from sale. They took away the original freaking characters for sale. So now you're going to have to do these freaking games, or you're going to have to buy the incredibly predatory battle pass. Honestly, the older I get, the more I get completely frustrated by free-to-play games because they just try and waste your time. They try and keep you logging in, doing daily objectives, and hopefully being peer pressured into buying that next microtransaction. Now, the way that the microtransactions worked in the original Overwatch was cosmetic skin loot crates. You'd get special sprays, you'd get cool costumes, you'd get stupid random junk. I'll be completely clear, I never bought a single freaking microtransaction at all in Overwatch. Not a single time. I never spent a single penny other than the $60 for the game itself. That's just a personal rule of mine. I did think that a lot of those skins were great, but it always felt like a bit of a, I don't know, a bit of a crapshoot to try and hope you randomly get that next great seasonal outfit for the current holiday. Overwatch 2, though, has somehow found a way to make this even more annoying, even more predatory by just taking away the microtransactions in loot crates and instead making a battle pass. Now, here's what sucks about the battle pass. This is the new character that people are kind of the most curious to play as, except for here's the downside. It takes level 55 in the battle pass to actually unlock her. That means it's going to take you days, if not weeks, to actually get to the new content. Besides just the maps and the ability to ping, apparently if you want to experience the new meta, this is part of it. Now you can of course buy the premium battle pass to unlock things quicker, but all of this just sounds terrible. One of the weirdest things about this is that all these weird unlocks, when you're playing the game, you have to unlock in-game chatting, so you actually have to do a couple games before you're even allowed to communicate with your party. I keep seeing stuff like this. Apparently they're going to be doing things where basically you have to unlock heroes even if you are just playing the game for funsies. This Overwatch 2 is going to record your voice chat, and it requires a phone number to play. Now I actually dug into this. Apparently this is their idea of, since a lot of free-to-play games have hackers or jerks in them, they're going to make it where whenever you want to play Overwatch 2, you sign in using your actual phone number. And it sounds like if you mess things up, if you get banned, they said they're going to have like some sort of weird thing where maybe it'll call you and tell you on the phone via like a bot why you got banned. Now, what's even worse than this, I used a prepaid phone for a very long time. Honestly, I mean, I told you guys I was homeless and stuff. I've been broke 99% of my life. I've been so broke I could hardly eat, which is why if you ever saw pictures of me 10 years ago when I first started making videos, I was a freaking skeleton. They are banning, they actually said this, Blizzard is not going to allow prepaid phone services, which means that even somebody like me who likes playing games, who maybe in a different timeline would have actually defended some of the weirdness of Overwatch 2, even I have to say that this makes it extremely, I don't know, pay-gatey. The fact that you need a specific phone with a specific style of plan to even play the game itself. They're also going to be recording your voice chat, which just seems a bit weird. Every single tweet I see about this is that the game is just scum. I like how Overwatch went from being this silly, neat new FPS from a beloved video game developer Blizzard to a miserable crap show of bad decisions from the reviled video game developer Blizzard. It does sort of feel like, in a way, that Overwatch 2 has become this testament, this benchmark, this canary in the coal mine as to the rise and fall of current day Blizzard. I mean, a lot of the people that made Overwatch 1 so great, like Jeff Kaplan, they've all left the company. At this point, the best part of Blizzard is World of Warcraft Classic. I mean, it feels weird that now everything new and great and flashy being invented by Blizzard just keeps managing to underperform. I still have high hopes for Diablo 4 because I am a bit of a Diablo simp, but as it stands, I mean, after Diablo Immortal and stuff, it's hard to be excited. And you can definitely tell that the internet is feeling this. In fact, they did an Overwatch 2 beta where people were able to stream it and watch it. They lost 99% of the entire viewer base in just the first week. Truly let that sink in. This is literally a record-breaking amount of people not giving a crap. It's very bizarre, but we're coming to this point where it feels as if Blizzard themselves does not know how to market, to sell, to celebrate even their own projects, even their big games that at one point were a hit. They don't know how to bring players back. They don't know how to entice people. This game is free to play, and I still don't think it's worth your money. I don't think it's worth the install. I don't think it's worth even giving a shot to. Sorry, Blizzard, but this is some tough love. But what do you think about it? Are you somehow excited for Overwatch 2? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And please, if you could, keep dreaming. Oh yeah, like this video. Did I say that? Like and subscribe. I have to say it at the end of videos. God, what a mess. Back to playing Game Boy. Because you know what? Game Boy never lets me down. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.